guys enjoy this video, remember that you guys should subscribe, ring that notification bell, and follow me over on social media. You can also join the public CalPals community Discord server in order to chat with me and the other members. If you want to get some awesome rewards and support us directly, take a look at our Patreon. Some of these rewards include early access to all of our videos, from reactions to discussions, as well as being able to have us react or discuss whatever ship, theory, or topic that you want. Now, on to the video. Alright everybody, so I'm gonna show Hunter the Knights Chronicle stuff that we saw at RTX. The company gave me a bunch of different assets and they gave me this promotional video, so I was like, let's have Hunter do a reaction to it. Let's discuss. I also have some buttons in my pocket that they handed out at the panel just because. And yeah, that's basically the plan for today, to just talk about the game and all that stuff. So I hope that you guys are ready. Okay, so we got to see this.
Okay, so that's just regular. Okay,
yeah, so those are the people from Knights Chronicle, right?
And I'm guessing it's a mobile game.
Yes.
Wow, that's a weird face for RWBY to have.
I really like their design, the art that they have for the characters.
They're okay. Blake was good. Maybe it's just RWBY and Weiss had. Oh,
Cinder's in it.
Okay. That's new.
And so apparently there's lore and stuff going on.
Oh wow,
too.
so it's even
And so that's, I guess, the Knights Chronicle boy. Yeah, so this is what they showed us.
That's his name.
That's his name.
His name is Knights Chronicle.
So let's just go through it again. So this is obviously from the Volume 6 intro. So these are probably people that are in you know what I mean? This is the base people, if that makes sense.
So I wonder if they let you fight Grimm in it. Because it looks like there's enemy monsters or whatever.
I guess we'll talk about that. So
yeah, look at RWBY's face back there for a moment.
For a moment. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Oh, look at how...
I know, I just love the art. I think that the art looks very nice.
Does good.
But obviously these are their volume, 4 outfits and all that stuff. And so you kind of see. So if we go back though...
That is very sparkly. That's
I know,
Weiss
I
in a glam shot.
really like it.
That's Weiss in a shampoo commercial.
Oh boy.
That's Weiss about to flick her hair in
I
the
wanted
face,
to go back a little. So they are in the vault.
Oh yeah, I thought that place looked familiar.
And so this looks like they're in the vault, and I'll get to the lore stuff that they show a little.
Well, I guess because you're fighting Cinder.
This is so sparkly.
It is. Look at that.
No, Cinder's a playable character.
Oh, okay.
So
Man, her hair is really twisted.
I know. I like how they really captured, I guess, the expressions of the characters, especially how they were sort of I don't want to say their base personality, but Weiss is a little elegant and
the proportions look a little weird about that.
Do you?
Chest.
Yeah, they made Weiss's boobs a little big.
Bam, and then shoulders
Weiss
rolled
is
back.
pretty flat chested, but it's okay.
Yeah, that is true. Listen.
Okay, there we go. She looks
more appropriately.
But then we have Blake, and so Blake has her boob. I really like Yang's design too. But yeah, so Cinder, I don't know whether she's playable or whether she's in it, but I'm assuming she's something. She's playable because obviously those are her.
Looks like she's doing a special.
So RWBY meets Knights Chronicle, an unmatched.
It's completely different.
Okay, so hold on.
Military
we have to go back. Military state kingdom. Are you guys talking? Okay, so that's probably stuff from their world, and they're like, "What the fuck are we doing here?" And so Weiss says it's completely different from the map we know. Is that a door? This is some Kingdom Hearts stuff. Is that a door?
Do you think it's gonna be they use a lot of assets from RWBY, but they take it outside of the context, like the doors and the vaults?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a mesh sort of.
Okay.
Thing, you know what I mean? I feel like that the Knights Chronicle people somehow are in the RWBY world and they came out of the door maybe or something like that, because that door is to another dimension or something where the relic was. But we are gonna switch gears, and so yeah, I guess all those tabs are okay.
So
they did Fairy Tail, and they also did Full Metal Alchemist. So I looked up the trailer for this just so you guys can sort of see.
Get the idea for what the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. Because
that'd be cool if you could get RWBY characters to fight Full Metal Alchemist characters.
Yeah, I mean, this is an event, right? So basically, what you do is you play the game, you collect all the characters, and you get to keep them. Yeah. So I'm assuming whoever has done the previous events would have like Edward, but you see, they're fighting against what looks like to be other characters or other people.
That looks like that must be just from Knight's Chronicle, because that doesn't look like Fairy Tail or from
Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah.
No.
I'm a bit sick if you guys haven't noticed, but yeah, you sort of see his moves and all that stuff.
That's interesting. They're recreating things from the anime. Like
yeah.
You saw that.
I mean, I'm only up to episode 13, my guys.
Okay.
But yeah, so you guys kind of see like the gameplay. So it's not just like obviously back here you fight against 4 other characters, right? But then there's one-on-one things too, and this more looks like a plot sort of direction. You know what I mean? I don't know this area because obviously
I don't recognize it
it's
from
been a minute. But yeah, I'm assuming that it's sort of a mix of both. Just because like just based off of this little bit that we've been able to see. I still need to install the game myself, but I don't have any more space on my phone because of RTX. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to connect it to the computer, so I did sort of want to look at other people's gameplay. And sort of stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna switch gears. Okay, so this is a better look at the poster for everyone that wants it. Look at how happy they are. That's the happiest we've ever seen Blake right there.
I feel like God. I want someone to look at me the way Blake is just looking at the camera. That's a photo of you.
Reaction.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyway,
they look weirdly chibi-ish. Like I
guess
feel like
so. I mean, they've definitely got more anime round face going on.
You can tell that maybe this isn't like official Rooster Teeth.
Well, Rooster Teeth signed off on it.
Yeah, but people in-house didn't make it, so you can tell that maybe this is like a Japanese
obviously they kept like the branding the same, but like obviously.
But you can tell that like the eyes are super shiny and the faces are super round.
That's a GIF, I think, because it just. Do you see how it went in like that? Just some other logo stuff that they gave me. So this is Blake's. This is Blake's art.
I don't know if I've noticed this before, but I never noticed that little hoop at the end of Gamble Shroud's
sheath. You didn't?
No, I've never seen that before.
I really I don't know, I just feel like they capture the poses of the characters very well and stuff like that. Hello? Oh, so Cinder.
Cinder looks excellent.
Yeah, Cinder looks really nice. You see her grim arm too?
Yes.
She's floating on the fire. I think it's, her legs are very long, like she's just...
Do you have a thing for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
RWBY, and so they got
making
the
her
dark
face, her lovely,
all of that
lovely
stuff.
face.
Yeah, I can't tell like if she has. I guess she does have a little nose. Like from there, it's just hard.
Oh, that's right. They typically don't give them noses.
Yeah. So this is Weiss's. Can I zoom in more? I guess not. But yeah. So this is Weiss's sort of art. And all that stuff.
They really I don't know how
to captured the poses, right? Like Weiss's elegance really.
I like how they really Sailor Mooned them up, that they have like legs that you can joust with.
Oh boy. I don't know why Weiss wouldn't zoom in that far, so this is Yang's.
Cool. That's a kind of odd flare effects over her, but
I think it's like her
cool
fire
pose.
effect and all that stuff.
Yeah. Why does this look different than her Volume 4 or Volume 5?
The coat's not there.
Right, the coat's not there.
So
that is interesting that they did that.
But yeah, let's go back to the poster. But yeah, I'm like excited to see where this goes. It's more so like, for me, it's not necessarily like, I don't know how to explain this. I really like Amity Arena, and I really like the idea of Crystal Quest, and I like the idea of this game too, but it's not necessarily the game that interests me the most. And so how to explain that for me would be like, it's more the fact that RWBY is sort of becoming something that people are willing to do these collaborations with. Does that make sense? So obviously I'm excited about the game, but the most exciting thing is that the game even wanted RWBY to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's the most
them like on the same big enough as
like as Full Metal Alchemist and Fairy Tail. You know what I'm saying?
Which are both pretty big deals.
And so that's sort of what, like, I'm getting goosebumps. That's what excites me. You know what I mean? And obviously I'm gonna try to download the game after I delete some stuff on my phone, and play it a little bit and all that stuff. But the most exciting thing for me is just sort of the prospect. I also like they're very rainbowy.
Yeah,
did you notice?
Yeah,
I think
that's
rainbow
just
effects on there. And
there's rainbow. They're very unsettling.
I also like this guy,
whoever that guy is.
Yeah, whoever he is. I think his name's Theo, judging by the little thing that they had at the beginning, of them showing the lore or something. But yeah, I think that he's kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
Do you ship
Is this
it?
a new ship? Do you ship it?
Oh,
Is this
Christ.
a new ship? I like his shield because it reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland for
Yeah,
some
I
reason.
was getting that.
Like,
The,
you know what
the
I
white
mean?
and the black, or
Yeah,
white and
he's
the red
given
checker.
me those vibes for some reason. And obviously, like, I guess I could take these out now. RWBY's like about fairy tales and stuff like that.
In
so,
a broad sense, yeah.
you know, it's sort of interesting to see all these, like, very much... Because I would say, like, this is going to be maybe a bold claim, but I feel like Full Metal Alchemist, to some extent, does have a fairy tale structure. You know what I mean? People may not necessarily think of that. Like Star Wars, like we talked about this in class. Like Star Wars has a fairy tale structure, at least the first one. And people may not think about it that way.
Is it like the 12 stages, whatever, of the hero's journey?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Some like fairy tale thing. We compared it for school or something like that. It's sort of like, you know, Luke goes and does the thing. I haven't seen Star Wars. I just bullshitted this part in class. You know what I mean? Saves the girl, like has this unassuming life and then becomes a hero.
Yeah,
like,
that's
we talked
the hero
about
journey,
the fairy tale sort of structure, and so I feel like Full Metal Alchemist and fairy tale for, you know, obvious reasons. Obviously, like they're fantasy stories, but they're also, to me, they're also fairy tale stories. You know what I mean? And so I feel like to see all these sort of things like mesh well like together, like that interests me. I'm just very interested, and I'm just really excited for this to start, for the event to start, for me to start playing. I know Arnold started playing. He's on like 17 something, and he made a guild, and like I don't know what he like. I don't know how he got so far so fast, but I don't know if that's far.
I wonder if it'll be very hard to like if you'll get all of them.
Well, that's
or if
what
you'll
I'm
only
thinking.
Get a
The
RWBY.
only thing that concerns me is
If you
starting entirely new. Like, I'm assuming they made it new player friendly because they know a bunch of new Rooster Teeth fans are gonna try out
That's
this
the
game.
idea, right?
But my biggest concern is like I've never played this game before. I'm gonna install it for the first time and try to get the RWBY characters. How easy is it gonna be for me? Right, and so that's sort of what I'm thinking about. But I'm sure we'll get answers about that and all that stuff. And I will see you guys later.
Look at how happy
I know
Weiss
they all
looks.
look so happy because they're surrounded by hot silver-haired anime boys. Anyway, we will see you guys later. Bye.